And welcome back. This is a neat little game which I saw it actually released, let me actually check the date on Twitter. I mean, Steam. It released back in mid-October last year, but it's been picked up by a couple of channels like Retromation and Alexa. This one, a little roguelike tower defense game called Cube Chaos, and there's music that's just pretty minimalist right now. It's in early access. Yeah, let me show what the game is about. Basically, you have to choose our class and species. I think we get to like level 4 in the demo, so we have 2 of each. Each class and species gives us a trait as well as a little trait for having all 2 of them. Sorry, well, perk is the exact fiction. Like, as a priest, we can occasionally heal random allies. As a dwarf, we only start with the card of Sturdy Stone, which is basically a cheap yet effective blocker. And as a combination, our stone gets regeneration. Also, we have warriors who move forward, attack faster, and we have a cube which can teleport us back if need be. Our stone gets melee attack, or it can be plants where our starting leader gains max health over time. And as a warrior plant, when our allies kill an enemy, random ally gains with melee gains 1 strength. I'm gonna go with the basic one so far. But yeah, there's also nightmares, which is apparently like a little challenge thing, which are unavailable in the demo though. So yeah, some guest displays Slay the Spire Tower Defense Inspired. We have various routes you can go, like get perks, random events, first battles, which give us more money and a consumable if we win at the cost of having a bit of a challenge. Like in this one, if we win or lose, it increases the difficulty of the game even more. While this one means that enemies that move downward take damage. Random events, this thing which lets us get a perk and a curse, which are basically negative perks. Boss battle at the end, shop, and a portal to the next area. As you can see, there isn't too much music in the game. I probably should add my own, but let's go to the first battle. So, and there's the music. See, as a dwarf, as a priest, we get this thing which shields someone every 10 seconds, but can explode if it gets destroyed. Right here we have a Shrine of Recovery, which is a little bit armored and deals damage to enemies if I heal enough. Stone we have because we're dwarf. Only 10 mana, but it has 20 health, and it regenerates because we're a priest and a dwarf. Well, dwarf and warrior just moves forward and attacks, and you get something we just place down to deal 5 damage to a cube below it. And over here, you can see our enemy have this thing which just gives our enemy extra 10 health. Then a warrior slime which just moves forward and attacks, and becomes a small one when it's killed. You have a thing which just shoots a laser beam downward, diagonally, and this thing makes things that get which throws them to the ground and allies placed above actually heal, but let me actually turn the volume a bit. Music sounds a tiny bit loud. Okay, that should be good enough. See, that's the battlefield. You can see we can change the battle music, how fast time goes, like 0, 1, 1, 3, and 10. Usually go faster because things can go a bit slow. This is the first battle, so usually we can just spam our dwarf warriors, but as you can see, that move forward every few seconds. That's a little slime, and there's their laser shooter, but yeah, now that it's been killed, it's a small one, so it's faster and weaker damage, but it can also climb, so it can move upward on blocks like these ones. And here's my leader right there, just regenerating mana every turn and occasionally healing our dwarves from damage they take. And that's the enemy leader. If we kill it, we win, as you might have guessed. And yeah, it's worth noting that the ground counts as neutral stuff, so we will just attack it if like I put a dwarf here, I'll just give the earth a little smack. Get a bit. Yeah, if you slow down, you can sort of see when the laser itself counts as a block. Basically, every tick of time the cube moves in this direction, and it'll die, and then if it hits something, it'll deal 1 damage to it. So it'll hurt the air for 1. And it flies, so it's not affected by gravity. Let's speed this up a little bit. And yeah, the enemy's just throwing those down as like a little way to boost the leader up. And it's not too much of a problem if the small slime gets up here, because we're able to heal ourselves if need be. The enemy leader can attack, but he's getting attacked like half a dozen dwarf warriors, so it's not too much issue for us. And that's victory. Get XP for our little meta progression stuff, and we can choose a perk. Let's get some money, so we can choose this thing, which adds a spark cube to our hand every 20 seconds, which is basically a little thing we can shoot out to hit enemies. Have the laser conflux, which flies floor and shoots lasers everywhere. Or this thing, basically whenever we put an ally crate above it, that it's exiled, which is like death, but not death. Yeah, it just ceases to exist, but doesn't count as death. And it gains some energy, and if you get 1000 energy, it just does lots of damage to the enemy. I'm gonna go with the fire generator. So we're gonna go this way. Now I get 3 perks we can choose from, or reroll. Holy Spirit means our leader gets health as we place allies. Bird Feather means when our first cube gets flying. And Splinter Bone means when enemies take damage, we can deal 1 damage to a random enemy. I'm gonna go with Holy Spirit. As you can see, it's one we can only get because we're a priest. Well, these ones are just general ones. And random event, let's see. Go Beholder. A chance you visit. How can I help your enjoyment? Let's see, we can gain a curse and a perk. We can get a cube out of Chen. We're gonna get 150 gold in this curse. Basically, when we lose a battle, we get a random curse. As you can see here, we have 3 lives that we gotta avoid losing all 3 of them. I'm gonna go with creativity. Let's see, we got a flamethrower, which deals damage to enemies in front of it. Tiny castle, which occasionally creates a little castle knight above it. We have this thing, which is an add-on. Basically, when I place this down and place another cube, this thing dies, but then the cube I place basically gets the ability poisonous 10, which means that damaged enemies take poison. Sky platform, which creates 3 little platforms in the sky. Add-on, which adds growth, which gives us extra max health. Big ol' shrubbery for blocking enemies. Tower, or for shooting magic missiles. Giant fly. This thing, which means whatever I place down can move and attack. And this thing, which basically turns whatever I place down into an anthill, which occasionally just creates these little brown ants. I'm gonna go with the flamethrower. And now for Curse Battle. This one's Cursive Connection, which means at the start of battles, cubes can't be placed more than 5 spaces away from another ally. So I normally can place around the middle line here, but because of the curse, I have to place it much closer, like right here. I was looking at what he's got. There's this guy who's decent mana cost, but he gains more health the more stuff I have out. This tower occasionally shoots magic missiles. The shield thing. Shields are only 1 health, but they do retaliation damage. The fly in that vortex. I'm gonna place this because this guy can actually climb, so it's gonna be worth having like a second wall up just to absorb the bullets the thing's shooting out. Yeah, and I can see depending on how fast enemies move, they can just sometimes get stuck on shields, which isn't great, but wait, we'll place the fire generator since I have a relatively safe spot for it. So he's just creating this in my hand and I have a limited number of uses. And I've got a good number route, and you can just really shoot a whole big salvo at the enemy. Let's see, we can get extra life add-on. I'll go with the Tiny Castle. Since we won a curse battle, we get the perk. This is Bottle Time, which allows my allies to experience 30 seconds of time, which is important for some allies. Let's go for another event. Ooh, minigame, foot race. Try and move myself to the end. Gain 1 gold for every 5 seconds for 5 minutes. So yeah, using the cubes we gotta basically reach this area right here with our guy. And get this, which basically makes our guy, makes him vanish but then moves forward. So let's see, first I'm gonna put those down because those things grow over time. Those down because these things will just slow us down if we get in them. Also, apparently we're generating 10 mana per thing this time. Not that I'm complaining. Wait, I do want to get someone to break down these brick walls, so let's go do that. Oh, I just realized we can't actually get upward here because of the ramps, so let's have a dwarf go break through here as well. And let's try and excavate these tar pits as well. This tar pits make it so there's like an 80% chance we can't move if we try and move. Well, these things give us a little bit of speed, which is nice. Yeah, this is like a little mini game that just comes from an event, unlike an actual thing that usually happens in the game, but random events are fun. Yeah, if we reach this, if we're touching it, we win. That's what we're trying to do. Yeah, just checking. Thought I got a buzz on my phone. Nothing too big. Oh yeah, the dwarves can try and kill us, but you can just excavate the dwarves if need be. You know, just summon a magical excavator over someone's head and have it drill into their brain pan. Once he breaks that, we'll get rid of him. And I should be able to get our dwarf moving up, but they're moving ahead. Oh. We got a few friends. I want to save a bit to clear out the cube because we are making it regenerate because of our ability. And there we go. We should be able to move into the end and win. Oh. Nope, there we go. Just had to touch the flag. I thought we had to go right over it, but there we go. And we got a good chunk of change. I should also mention that this game does let you go into debt, but it does have consequences, of course. Okay, so when you get glue, which is interesting, basically allies get sticky. When I place an ally basically with empty space below, basically means it can't move while touching a non-sticky cube. So you can just basically place an ally a little bit above the ground so it then stays there. Bird feather, which you saw before, and another priest one where every 100 times an ally heals, we get a free miracle of fire, which just basically creates a whole bunch of holy fire for enemies. So it deals a bit of damage over time and dies after 20 seconds if it isn't killed. I'll go with that one since it's fun. And time for the boss wave. This one has the downward lasers, the flamethrowers we got, logistics system, which basically lets them get a bit extra mana back whenever they place an ally. Free range magic missile as opposed to the tower version. Dwarven Warrior, and this isn't one issue one. Everyone charge. Basically makes every ally start moving toward the enemy's side and gain melee attack, so can be a little chaotic, but you can probably do this one. So for this one, I'm going to place a couple Dwarf Warriors, try to get rid of the flamethrower. You see they brought a Dwarf Warrior of their own, but we'll counter that with one of ours. Oh, and he just used the charge command, so everyone's moving forward now. The flamethrowers, the laser shooters, this thing which is supposed to be a logistics system, and the enemy leader. Also worth knowing that since it's a boss, every minute they get extra mana, max mana. And if they go long enough, they get random cubes in their hand. Sort of as a way to incentivize you to kill the boss quickly. Okay, gonna set up a bit of defense for these guys coming in. Remember that as a dwarf, our stone regenerates, so I don't have to worry too much about them taking that much damage. And we can just throw a couple drills into the boss's skull. Yeah, luckily they took a lot of damage from the fire. And one more should do it. There we go, that one's good. We got mind control, this flame shield, which is sort of like the flamethrower, but I think it has a bit of a better range. Might take that one instead. And time to show up. Let's see. I can reroll. We can boost our deck size. We can buy cubes themselves. We might buy the spikes, but we can also take curses for extra cash. You know, what do we got for perks? An ally dies and has good mana cost. We create a crow, which moves toward enemies and dive bombs them. Ally can't actually see what the crow cube does here. We get this thing, which just allows enemies, our guys, to dig into things below them. You can take another copy of pre-store, which makes our storage rate even more. You should notice at the bottom that it shows our how much money we'll have left. Like I said, we can go into the negatives. And create allies. It needs to go on list like consumables. I'm gonna go a bit into debt just to show off what it is. So, as you can see, glitched out wildly now. It says there are consequences. Let's see for this one. Yeah, these chests give you perk, but also cost you life to open them up. We got prototypes. That's a pretty annoying one. Basically, if you don't have another ally out, it's frozen for 2 minutes. Competition I could do. Staggering this is annoying, and Ankh is kind of annoying. I'll go with competition then. Let's see, this enemy has a slime base, which basically creates a big warrior slime when it's broken. It's slow, but does good bit of damage. Yeah, if this is an add-on for making someone an anthill. Shield Congealer, this, and the everyone charge attack. Oh, but look, they have a new card. All upon debt. You can't place it out and basically just affected by time even in their hand. Every minute while I have debt, it adds a random debt cube to their hand. They're generally more dangerous the more debt I have, and they're always free. Yeah, this thing has a range of 2 each. Well, this just reaches 1 and 2, so. That's not gonna do it, because otherwise they'll burn the ground and they can just dig underneath it, which is annoying. Oh, and I can see the. Oh, I thought I could see what the large warrior slime does. It's still not showing up, but probably will when I kill it. Okay, yes, so Shield Congealer can create a shield in front of itself and create these little brown ants. Fast weak units that can climb. Oh, yeah, I forgot to check on the slime as it broke out. My guy just battered enough now it's a little tiny one. But we've got the Shield Congealer at least, so it's gonna bother us. And we're all charging. No, I realized I could put a flamethrower and a fire shield up. That would probably be more effective. And actually, I'm not seeing it play any debt cards. I was thinking after 1 minute it would give me debt, but maybe at this level of debt there's actually nothing that it can spawn. So I know like one of the easiest ones it can spawn is like these little warrior-like enemies called debt collectors who just move forward and attack like the usual warrior, but I'm not seeing any yet. Surprising. Yeah, as you can see, the fire shield combined with regenerating walls is really just managing it fairly easily. Which is this? Yeah, I can break that before anyone gets to use it. Cool. Yeah, the Shrine's healing, as you can see, just basically charges up an attack every once someone heals 10 times, it shoots the damage at enemy. Like there, it just shot that jar until the slime is out. A lot of damage, but kind of slow. Yeah, it's 1.5 seconds to move. Actually, he's faster than my Dwarven Warrior, so he is probably better in terms of. Well, he attacks a bit slower, but slight thing. Yeah, let's get this tiny castle out. Basically, every 30 seconds just spawns a little guy here. He's also able to climb, so it's having this little fire thing in a way it isn't too much of a bother. Go forth, knights, conquer the castle. Yeah, unfortunately, shields can be a pain with lots of these units because it's just how they attack it and then immediately respawns. But one more castle, there we go. Now they're starting to climb over the shields themselves and attacking. Oh, but they are getting some compartmentalized ants here, so that's a bit annoying as well. Let's go for another heal thing just to speed up the attack shrine in our holy continuous worship thing. Yeah, I know it's a misspell, but it's a demo, so it's kind of okay. Yeah, it's funny how the shield congealers are just trying to move forward, but they carried the shields right in front of them so they can't actually move, but they're getting some big discounts with all those things in the way. With all these logistics systems, including ones that want blood. Oh, the boss is now charging. Wait, also this neat little thing, Pandora's Box. Basically, after 10 minutes and every 5 minutes afterward, the game gives you one of these things, which is basically gives you an enemy cube. For me, I got triple gun, shoots 3 bullets there. What's up? Definitely fun. And they got this thing, which is based on a bunch of copies their units and cost them a bunch of negative mana. Also, this is what I got from Continuous Fire. Like, so when I place it like so, there we go, and everything's on fire. Unfortunately, it wasn't that effective because a lot of these enemies could technically punch the fire back, but still pretty useful. Oh, and there's the victory. I'll go with logistics system even though I think I'm fine. Interesting consumable, but let's check out the forge. I can take on some debt here if I want to, but yeah, you can even upgrade consumable items, which technically makes them non-consumable in a way. So, like, I can make bottled time actually reusable. So I could use it as a once per battle thing instead of just a one and done. Ooh, I can get $30 to turn this from Universal Tuning Fork to gain 3 random neutral perks. They have a generally neutral effect. No rerolling. I have to take them. They may be negative. Coalition Sword to make our unique allies, uniquely placed allies get extra health and strength. This time it gets an extra health, 2 strength, and a melee attack for 1 every second if it doesn't have one. It can now become the Many Crow Lord. We're gonna get 3 crows instead of just 1. Continuous worship. So that means every 100 times I get a free Miracle Fire. Every 1,000 times. Oh, hang on, I was just looking because it looked like this one was 100 times. Got a free Miracle Fire. Okay, it's the same. Like, I just noticed that this one is a bit shorter, or so it's something different. See, every 10 times this happens, just kills all non-leader enemies. And for Holy Spirit, basically, when allies create, my leader gets max health equal to the guy's max HP, so. For the sake of showing off what actually happens with that, let's go with Splendid Holy Spirit. This battle, we're just gotta go this way. Got a container, which means that when it dies, it has Cascade 10. So it looks for the first cube that has less than 10, at least less than 10 mana. In this case, this one, and it summons it. There's a castle. This guy gets health based on how many enemies there are. Tunnel Boar, which is actually a tough melee guy who can move forward as soon as it kills something. And this thing, which gives its allies a 20% chance to not die when they're killed. Alright, let me think about. Probably go for spikes instead because I want to try and focus on getting a lot of healing containers up and shrines recovery so that way I can blast enemies and then get some holy fire. But this time we should see some call upon death effects. Like last time where it just didn't happen. Oh, tower blinking away. Yeah, there we go. Here's one. Plant Debt Collector. It's basically the plant word, except debt themed. They automatically exile themselves so I somehow get out of debt. They also have growth, which makes them deal. I think they have strength based on how much debt I have, which means they deal more damage. And the longer it's out in the field, the more max health it gets. Let's try and kill that thing quickly before it blinks away my. There we go. Here comes the Tunnel Boar. Nice, managed to kill it in time. Okay, this thing's still out in the field. That's odd. Normally the second they're placed, they just instantly vanish, but this thing's actually living. I'll take it, sure. Yeah, I can definitely get some wild sort of synergies if you're really good at the game. Or just like get some good luck with getting right forge items. Like getting right perks and forging them up. Oh, here's some other cool ones. This is the Dwarf Debt Collector who's, you know, Dwarven Warrior but debt themed. And this debt generator, which creates mana depending on how much debt I have. In this case, it would generate 2 every 10 seconds. Normally, I think it's like 1 every second. Normally, that just creates 1 mana every second, so it's something a bit faster. Oh, yeah, I forgot that. Oh, this is another one. Hired Assassin. Basically, every minute it damages me based, and again, it gets strength based off its damages. That's what I'm assuming, at least. It doesn't straight out say it. I mean, it's fitting that dwarf would be a debt collector, because, you know, dwarves love their industry and gold, so. And we got this one. We can fuse 2 items together to create another one. That's interesting. Straight up magic missiles. I'll take the magic missile. It could be useful. Enough. Or bathhouse. Wash away your evils, your worries yourself. Large bath for 3 perks. Those are locked options. I'm not sure how to get those unlocked. We can lose random perks, gain gold equal to their value. We can lose all our perks and encounter shop. I think I'm good for now. I don't need a bath. I smell nice. Yeah, this one does cost me a heart, but I can get news. Let's see. Stone heals allies below them. Let's reroll. I'll go with green sword. It gives us a little bit more damage in leader, and they heal 2 health every second, which is nice. Oh, I was just wondering if the music is there. It's there. So we got missiles. Obsidian, which is like stone but has armor. Also can't get our regeneration if we have it on our side. A mind control missile, which does a tiny bit of damage, but then conversion ally to their side for 4 minutes. Flame vase. This thing just drops snow on us. It damages nearby enemies and freezes them, which just makes them unable to move. Hey, what happened to the music? It's suddenly super quiet. Yeah, it's weird. It must be a demo bug. Oh well, we can. It's fine if the music is a little bit quiet for one battle. Ooh, I don't want that to my leader because I did learn once it can convert leaders, and if it converts them, they do literally just join your. If you do convert the enemy leader, it does actually have them win. Oh, it's new unrequested buyout. It's created. It costs one of my things for more money. Let's see. Made my excavate a bit more expensive. Can't go above max mana, but it can over time really become a pain. Actually, no, I can use the spark thing to. Oh, yeah, snow does take a bit of damage itself from getting hit, but. That's why I created snow, so I could hopefully get the snipe the tower. There we go. Yeah, those things are mostly just pain. Oh. Yeah, my dwarf should be able to kill that one off, but. Yeah, luckily when it's snow quote attacks, it also hits itself. Yeah, not sure my excavate. Oh right, it's probably because of the coalition sword's effect. Gets 1 extra health and strength, so it technically just sits there as a bit of an extra damage thing. Not that it'll say no, of course. Yeah, well played, putting it right behind all the stuff that's already out, so now I can't get at it. Yeah, it's not too much problem if they reach the spikes because spikes can attack back and again. Ah, dang, there goes the fire thing, but get a few more bits of that there. We'll get the slime to get moving and let's get some dwarves out. Well, I actually think I grabbed the spark and it went flying back at me. Yeah, because it's funny, because snow can't technically hit enemies and stuff like that, so it's kind of funny just seeing it like mind controls projectiles flying back at you. Well, unless it actually kills you, then it's not as funny. Oh. It's about to start getting a lot of snow, but let's get this down and place a stone over it so it can't get sniped by any snow. Yeah, let's summon the fire now. Oh, just burnt through that missile immediately. You know, get rid of all the snow. Nice fire. And yeah, this thing's just sitting there now because of the coalition sword's effect, which is kind of funny. You get out of here. Alright, that crow is mine because I have that crow lord effect. Yeah, the boss should be dying soon. Alright, that's basic missile. I was trying to figure out how it's due to get rid of it. But I realized I should be fine with the regular miss hitting my stone. I've got a good healer. And now, a few more doors should do it. What do we get? We got explosive ants, and they got the replicating thing, which means every 10x seconds, which is 5 times your mana cost, they can clone. It takes a good while though, so I don't think it's going to see that much use though. Alright, let's go try out this exploding anthill. And also a bit of cleansing fire, of course. That's always fun. Yeah, basically the regular ants, but they explode when they die. And since they're still summons, they just die after 1 minute. They're just like little ants and all that. Trying to healing since we're... And that's victory. Ooh, this is Ascension, where it's created, it affects a cube, the first cube of my hand, which in this case doesn't already have high gains eye, which means every 10 seconds just shoots a random enemy for 1 damage. Pretty fun. Discount deal can be interesting because it can create another cube below it from the entire game library, even itself in some cases, but it doesn't really matter what we choose since we're literally at the end of the demo. It's 2 levels, but I'm sure car could be fun if we're going longer. Bottle rats, which adds a bunch of rats to our hand. Distinguish basically our cubes cost us when we play more. And the bees, which basically means that every time now is created, it creates bees. And also in this run, we also are forced to take a curse, like Curse of Knights, which means our enemy just starts with a bunch of little knights. Yeah, that's a full run of the game, but let's do one more just to show us off some other stuff in there. Possibly see some more cubes and all that. This time we're going for Plant Warrior, so we actually get 2 leaders. Our warrior, our guy here, and as well as like a little heart, which that's destroyed, it kills other leader instantly. He moves forward. He's basically a bit better at combat and moves forward, but we also have a cube which warps him back and heals him a little bit. Our starting leader also gains health over time the longer the battle goes on. When an enemy dies, random ally from melee gets +1 strength. Also, just here's the priest plant one is that every ally gains 5 max health every 3 minutes. Yeah, let's give this one a shot. Once again, nightmares aren't a thing. See, as a war, we get the castle, which summons castle knights. There's the music playing. I'll turn it down in a sec. More improvements, which is an add-on which can make an enemy's ally stronger. We have this thorn hedge, which basically he buries in, creates thorn leaves above, and heals itself over time. And this thing, which is apparently for mana regen, but you know. And this is that special cube we get, Leader's Retreat. We can warp our guy back, and he heals 5 health. Alright, let's fix the music again. There we go. Yeah, this is the other thing, the Warrior's Heart. Basically, if this guy dies, it'll help generate mana but at a slower rate. And if this dies, this guy takes 500 damage, which is generally lethal. And as a leader, we don't want him to die, so... Since we've got a warrior leader, he's gonna head out and do some fighting himself. Gonna plant some blue moss to help with mana regen. It'll slowly spread over time as it regenerate mana. I'm not sure if it has to spread when it creates blue moss to gain mana, or if it can just like be up against the wall and in like a little pit and still generate mana if it can't do anything. We're gonna make a bit of a beefy plant warrior, so I'm gonna put that add-on down, and there we go. Now this guy has +2 extra strength. Let's place a thorn hedge down as a barrier. Yeah, now it just creates thorn leaves, which heal quickly and retaliate if anything attacks them. Gotta keep an eye on my leader because I don't want him to die. If you need to, I can cast Hero's Retreat to head him go back. Ooh, 100. Let's go press the castle to get those little castle knights run around. Also, I think the enemy sprites for the plant warriors change based on how much health they have. Yeah, these ants aren't really going to do very well against the thorn hedge. First, I'd go with the burrowing spikes, but this works out well. And time for a big duel. Place your bets if you want, chat. And victory, our guy. Oh, yeah, I was just talking about spikes. Yeah, I'll take those. So what do we got over here? Curse of Falling, which is fine. Competition, which is also fine. We'll go that way then. Ooh, faster growing, which means our starting leader gains health every minute, more health every minute. This thing which lets me get rid of curses by paying money. I'll go faster growing. So they got growth, sky platforms, leader reinforcement, and poison wave, which just shoots a big wave of poison out, and anything hits get 5 poison, which isn't great. What I'm gonna do first is, yeah, put this here so it doesn't have much else in the way of defensive strategies though, so. Offense, so yeah, it's kinda not exactly a great build for them. They got a bad deck. Oh. Yeah, just put the right in the way so our leader doesn't get hit by it, because poison, I think, is last the entire battle, basically, so. Which is, I think I just got him stuck. It's actually kind of fine now, because usually with my leaders, I like to not have them get into battle too quickly, because otherwise they can, you know, just rush in there and die, but we'll send a plantman out to do the work for him. There we go. I'll take the flamethrower. Shrine of War is interesting, but those are enemy man as well. Here's your ward, bottle drones, which creates a chaotic drone in a random left side position. Not sure what that is, but round 3 this time they got missiles actually, so something useful. Blast crystal, which damages enemies the same height whenever they're hurt. More improvements, which boosts strength. Okay. And they're starting the missile right off the bat. With the usual strategy of war improvements and a plant warrior. Yeah, as you can see, those things can just really dig into the ground. There actually is a WASD thing for moving deeper into the earth, depending on how wide the battlefield is, but you're not going to see, usually not going to see battles go too far into the earth. I mean, it can be cool to see that happen. I think eventually the deep earth turns to actual lava. And nice job, Plant Warrior. All that extra strength paid off. I'll go with the Summer Shrine. This gives a little health, guys. This is an interesting one. Basically, I can instantly lose a battle to gain 50 gold. I think they usually give like 30 per battle, so that's usually a bit more if you're willing to sacrifice a life. These guys got ants, blast crystals, containers holding ant hills, and the vortex. Oh, I thought our guys cost 65, but yeah, 45 is enough for me. Definitely put on a few spikes because that can easily take care of any ants that come across our way. Yeah, Gunner guys are a lot more focused on stealing a lot of damage, so we're able to kill these guys pretty well. Ooh, this is the downside about putting the moss there is that the ants can climb over it and try and get off the spikes. Gear's interesting, but I'm not exactly sure how to use that best with my build. Yeah, just looking at what I got again. Could use it trying to make the tiny castles shoot out more guys, but okay, I'll go with it. Sure, why not? I'll go with combat experience. When our starting leader deals damage to each enemy, gains 2 max health. I don't want to give up this one. Not really using the flamethrower that much, I feel like, so I think I can get rid of that for the gear. Try and go for the unit mill strat. Logistics system, the fly, magic missile tower, the laser conflict, which just flies forward shooting lasers everywhere. Sitting in the slime jar, so again, we'll Protector of Heart with some blue moss. Yeah, there's the laser conflicts going. Look at it. It's flying like wild. Oop. Yeah, it's putting a couple gears in the way just to try and absorb some hits. Laser conflicts itself deals damage when it lands as well. Yeah, I do wish I had like a block of some sort to put in a way, but I don't really have too much. Think about where I want to put the castle. Probably right here-ish. So if they put the laser conflicts down here, it doesn't just shoot a bunch into it. Right, let's create some. And yeah, our leader can't technically hit that thing, even though it's more like a projectile than an actual enemy. There you go, create some nice laying of spikes to keep the enemies out. How's our leader looking? Looking pretty good. Very beefy. Oop. Oh, there goes Conflux. Some gears in the path just to block the heart protected. I'll go with missiles for some projectiles, but what do you got in the shop? Ooh, Mother Leech is good, especially if you have a priest because you can keep healing it. Starts out injured as you can see, but it has lifesteal. It'll damage every enemy nearby for 4 damage. If it has more than 20 health, it'll hurt itself to create a giant leech. See what the giant leech is, but it's pretty good. A faster growing for our leader. Increase our handed deck size. Goblin Ball. Go with. I'll just sit, link off another one of the mini games, and go a bit into debt just for fun. The courage, I think I'm fine with that. Cassie's a bit worrying because losing even 1 max mana means I lose out on a good portion of my stuff. Like this and that. So let's go with Mother Leech just for like a blocker. It would be really good to get that with like a healer build, because then you can just keep healing it and it'll keep squeezing out leeches. Like they're going for the castle first off. Not a bad play. I'm gonna put a bunch of these down to deal with the guys that pop forth. Especially the tunnel boar, because that thing's pretty beefy. Moves forward 2 seconds and deals 4 damage every 1.5 seconds. Oh yeah, also these are good for taking care of the debt collectors when they show up. There you go, pop those tires. And let's put another leech at the end just to... Oh, it also attacks neutral stuff, so... Hit those as well, not that I mind. Give itself a bit more tankiness for when the enemies show up. Alright, when you pass, we'll send out a plant man. Oh, and there's that one thing about the giant flies, I can put stuff on it so they got a castle kind of out of range of all my attacks, so... Not much I can do about that, unfortunately. Let's put a tiny castle on top here just to... Oh, I do like that the game auto-pauses when you max on mana like that. That way it doesn't waste any regen. Okay, I'll put 2 down as soon as we hit max. Well, not correction, it doesn't auto-pause, it just instantly goes back to 1 sec to default speed, so you can easily see what's going on. There we go. Now we've got a whole bunch of blue moss just occasionally giving us a whole injection of mana. Like that. There we go. But yeah, Cape Chaos is looking pretty cool. Ooh, Obsidian, I definitely want that as a blocker. And Bottle of Victory. We lose it. When you use it, we lose a life. The next time we lose a battle, win instead. Event. Let's see, you can go to a shop. Different random event. Let's go to a shop. Actually, no. Different random event. Very useful stuff. Oh, we got jump rope, which means that an ally's credit moves every... Sounds a little weird. No, not glue. Okay, at the start of each battle, all cubes gain 1 armor. When I place it, lose 1 armor if it has any. And I'll try that out. Could be interesting. Besides, actually it does make our Obsidian even tankier. That could be good. Yeah, I would go with Mother Leech, but unfortunately I can't heal it, so it's not as useful. Everyone's gonna want the Obsidian against the laser conflux. Okay. And Obsidian, go. Our warrior's heart should now be safe. Yeah, I can see it's holding. I think it's planning on going with laser conflux in a sec, just kind of sort of like it's hovering over there, but not doing anything with it yet. Yeah, I see like the enemy sort of selectors on laser conflux, but it's not doing anything, like it's thinking about what to do. Got a plan in the game? And time for the moss. I think I borked the enemy's AI somehow. Maybe it's the fact that I just have something blocking up. It's a strong Obsidian blocking that. Hang on. Oh wait, I misread. I thought it would give my Obsidian 2 armor, but it goes back to 1. I'm not sure what the armor buff is supposed to be good for then, because if they just gain and instantly lose it. I don't know, maybe it's some sort of weird strategy, I don't know. Oh, finally it shot out, but way too late. Ooh, Eye Ascension is fun. There's this weird thing which just damages allies and grows stronger, but I don't want to risk it since I... Ooh, Healing Container, that's good. Ooh, Signal Jammer's fun. Places the cubes in our hand with completely random cubes with infinite uses. The base just completely changes what hand the enemy has. For Curse Battle, so let's see, how about... Instead of Thorn Hedge, we'll go with the Healing Container. So what I got? Extinguish gives them max mana, Mind Control Missile, Shields. So contain mana storage dimensions, Anoran, and the Fire Generator. So once again, we'll start by dropping off a block of obsidian here. Oh. What do I have that I can block that with? Oh, better idea. Oh, cool, I managed to block it with the Reader's Retreat thing. That works. Now let's plant some moss to get some more mana, hopefully. I do realize I have the Fire Generator, which could be an issue, but... Ooh, nice, our leader hit the thing for a bit, that's good as well. The Mind Control Missile, I meant. Leader having a bit of trouble getting through those shields, unfortunately. How about... Put that there to slowly give our allies some more health. And let's move the leader back. He's getting beat up a bit with that thing. Oh. Yeah, I can see the fire tower going off there, just shooting a bunch of little sparks. Oh. Okay, now there's an enemy blue moss right there. Gonna have to kill that in a sec, or the enemy starts getting too much mana off of it. So let's see. Put this there so that way, because this takes damage, there's a cube above it. And we'll send out a slightly beefier warrior to go clear some of this stuff up. Oh. Another Mind Control Missile. Oh, right, I forgot my guys can actually hit the missile if it's low enough. And let's see. Yeah, this game definitely looks really fun. Has a lot of interesting stuff you can do in the game, a lot of cool builds just from what I've seen, and definitely imagining the full game is gonna a lot of fun. It's actually already out right now, so it's worth taking a look. Yeah, I gotta want a castle soon just so we can get some guys running out to deal with the shields. We'll be able to weather that. Get back, Captain. I was gonna say I'm not sure it's a problem if the obsidian gets converted, but it will be moved over here actually, which can get my blue moss. I'm okay with that, I think. Because I will die after 4 minutes, so it's not too annoying, but just a little. The unfortunate enemy's got a good chunk of shields in the way, so it's kind of hard to get over at him. Probably gonna need a lot of tiny castles to get through. Oop. Yeah, so let's keep sitting back to get a bit of healing and just so we can get more these guys in the way to hopefully stop it. Yeah, the shields can be surprisingly annoying if your enemies guys can't attack fast enough. I was trying to figure out whether it's taking damage, but I forgot right. It's because there's something right above it. Oh, uh-oh. I just realized the moss is actually growing over the castle so they can't spawn troops. That's not great. Okay, let's see. Put an obsidian right there to deal with that. Ooh, that actually works for me. Because now my castles have room to grow. Spawn guys. I'll hide my leader and oh right, I forgot those were all enemy things, but that works out. Give some bit extra health. What do we get here? Ooh, they got Eye Ascension, which isn't great because they can give their any mana storage dimensions they spawn eye, which means they can shoot at us. And we got this thing which works for both of us, unfortunately. So. Yeah, again, it's fine if it teleports there, because one, it's not hitting anything, and two, my guy can just kill it himself. Uh-oh. Yeah, let's put some spikes over here just in case they put down more troops, because those guys are still going. Alright, the eye itself can also shoot as well, which isn't great. Very healthy Yulkin. Still need a lot of health, but... Yeah, not a great time to put out the capsule, but... Okay, there we go. We're really pushing through now. Wanna have fun too, leader? Let's go. There we go. I'm gonna go with the fire generator, because it'd be nice to have them. This is an interesting one. Click on this perk and another perk to exchange it for one with a completely random one with the same number of letters. May yields terrible results. That just sounds fun. We'll go slime farm, actually. This is a good one. Actually, plant reclamation could be good. Yeah, because slime farm would be good because I have 2 leaders and not 1, but... Let's see, what do they got? Rare slimes, magic missiles, and poison anthills. I think my deck is good as it is now. I'm gonna place some of these out there so I can stop any ants that come along. Also does some bit decent damage against slimes. Oh, uh-oh. Slime's messing around with my heart. It's like I ate too much Burger King or something. One of those really greasy foods. Oh, right, I can send my leader back there. And hey, Sparkle, how you doing? I'm just playing a bunch of little random games at demos today. This is a little game I saw recently called Cube Chaos. It was suggested by a couple of folks on YouTube, and I thought I'd give it a look. Yeah, this is a drone. Let's see. Moves for an enemy and then shoots bullets at him. Okay. Right, they can shoot magic missiles as well. Let's throw up blue moss. Anyway, I just realized this guy's gonna get poisoned if he keeps running it this way, which is not good. Let's play it back, which also gives us a bit of time to for some more moss. And what do you want to do? Cuddling the wife, that's awesome. So let's. Luckily, he seems to be gaining health about as fast as he's losing it, so he should be okay. Yeah, it's just a neat little sort of tower defense, just roguelike I found recently off New England weather's pretty chilly. It's had a pretty big snowstorm yesterday, but it's going well. So other than that, uh-oh, he is losing health a bit faster than I thought he was. So let's throw that up and then probably block of obsidian just to keep it safe. Nice. Ah, damn it! I keep forgetting that the blue moss is gonna grow over the castle, so I can't use it now. Yeah, I keep forgetting that's a big downside to the blue moss, that it just grows over all your stuff, so. Oh, now I need to put something in the way so it doesn't back. Oops, a little late, but. But yeah, I was also really playing Pesticide Not Included, which is a neat little thing like mixed between Vampire Survivors and a Rogue-Lite and farming game, which is pretty cool, but. Yeah, just taking it easy today, getting ready to go through New England tomorrow. No, not tomorrow, it's Friday, but yeah, it's been pretty good overall. There you go. That's a good trip. Oh yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks for popping in Sparkle. Hope you have a good time as well. Yeah, I'm really excited for through New England as well. And I should be able to kill him now. All guys piling on, and okay, I guess drones are getting a bit of an issue now because they're shooting my own guys as well. Guess that's why they're chaotic, but we'll just send the whole army at them. They can't kill all of us. Hey. Wait, let me check out. See what the letter worm does for us. How about tinfoil hat? Air storage, so. Okay, it's a free flowing air mana storage queue to my hand. Okay, I guess it goes to max mana if we have it around. That's cool. Ooh, this one. Repeating Battle Universe. When I win a boss battle, I get a copy of every perk in my inventory except this one. Sounds interesting. And yeah, just buying it just because it's not like I'm going to see the consequences of my actions. This one just means that not enemy gains an ability or ability number changes, gains or changes twice. Yeah, I'm very curious to see how bad it with 3,200,000 deck is. But sadly, we're not going to see that. But yeah, that was Cube Chaos. Definitely a cool game. I'm probably going to try and pick up sometime in the future during another sale or something when I get more money. I did get that $50 from my Twitch payout, so maybe we'll see more of it soon. But yeah, let me go switch to another game now. Let's see.